Here comes your pre-market summary for Monday, July 17th. Futures trying to get back to the upside here this morning. Pretty flat to start ahead of more bank earnings to come coming up over the next couple of days. We'll hear from Goldman. We'll hear from BAC and more coming off of the start officially of Q2 earnings season back on Friday, with most banks that we heard from on Friday beating expectations, although it was a pretty negative performance from the group when all was said and done. One thing of note here on the economic calendar so far this morning, coming up at 8:30, we'll get the New York Fed manufacturing index, -3.5 expected there. There is a inflation tie with that number. So again, one of those that doesn't typically move the market, but if it does come out one way or the other, higher or lower than expected, then we could see a little bit of a move in the overall market. There's the Qs. The NASDAQ right now in the pre-market, not really doing a heck of a lot, chopping around, basically flat. S&P 500, about the same to start things off. Everything kind of wait and see approach ahead of, as I said, more bank earnings to come. We get Tesla this week. We get Netflix coming up this week as well. So lots to be prepared for as far as the earnings train is continued. Speaking of Tesla, yeah, Cybertruck #1 has officially rolled off the assembly line. That's the customer version. Obviously, we've seen Elon over the past couple of weeks rolling around in, I guess, a test version of the Cybertruck. So Cybertruck #1 officially created, which will kick off the production, will officially kick off the production for the Cybertruck. So more positivity here for Tesla to kick things off. Let's talk some NVIDIA. Positive note here from Citigroup this morning, although we are getting a bit of a reversal now. We were a little bit higher after that monster reversal on Friday. If you remember, we tagged 480 and then it was just straight to the downside for NVIDIA and all of the chips to that matter. Basically ending the day on session lows here back on Friday. Yeah, it's more AI positivity coming through this morning for NVIDIA and the rest of the chips group. So we'll have a look at those. Nice look for CHWY here this morning, gapping to the upside. Not a lot of volume behind this move, but $40 incoming, $50 price target here from Goldman Sachs, upgrading CHWY shares to a buy. As I mentioned, Tesla, Goldman, and Netflix to come as far as earnings are concerned this week. We'll talk about Netflix a little bit today. Again, not a lot of volume behind this move here pre-market, but we are a little bit higher after the same sort of reversal happened on Friday. Another negative note here for Lucid. If you remember back on Friday, absolutely fell apart after delivery numbers came in lower than expected, following both a beat from Rivian and Tesla. So not a good look for Lucid, back to the downside. Once again this morning, a couple of little ones to be aware of as well. Acumen Pharmaceuticals and this Bridge Bio, both higher overall to start on positive news. Grab the watch list, guys. Use that QR code. Bottom right corner. Right now, we'll get you there. We'll see you at 8:30 on TraderTV.Live.